There's
So
a bit of a difference.
Anatole walks through the background in like a t-shirt and boxers and like a robe and a single slipper with a cup of coffee because he's just sort of been crashing in Transylvania lately.
Avoid
I'm
that man like the plague.
kidding. Especially since most of his prophecies seem to be true. He's dangerous. I don't think we hadn't made it to the traveling folk yet. I don't know that we had left Budapest either. Nova had given
We did
you
not.
instructions that they had left a few days prior. She was questioned as to why she involved your coterie. She said it was out of respect for Prince Endaka, whom she had heard was in good favor with the traveling folk and wanted to offer him a non-violent way to get her property back.
Yeah, that is fair.
And now the entire coterie is aware of the pectoral.
And now the entire coterie is aware of the pectoral, yes. So,
And that sweet werewolf glaive. Sorry for cutting you off there.
yes, I forgot about the vault and the werewolf glaive. And the
Yep.
mundanely enchanted sword that simply keeps a sharp edge.
Again, enchantments aren't an everyday thing. Good job, whoever made it.
Exactly, it's a beautiful masterwork. Its edge will keep for all time. The edge of that blade, the metal itself, will outlast even the hilt and crossguard. Because the enchantment is in the blade itself.
Mm-hmm. It's nothing compared to my dancing blades, though. But
There's some like enchanter like chest puffing going on.
yeah, yeah,
My enchantments are better than yours.
yeah. Good work. Good work for a novice.
But I think this is going to bring us to the end of our summary time, Archivist. Please make a note of that. And settle us back into Budapest. You have your information. You have been told about the Terenu tribe of Egyptites, of traveling folk who had made their way through. You were given a direction that they left. It seems they intend to go west, further towards Serbia. So, what would you like to do? Is there anything more you'd like to discuss with Nova? She still seems very anti actually giving up her position or title as Nova Arpad.
Alexandru would like to stay behind and study the spell on her. It's not like the party cannot simply tell him to come whenever they find the people. And
I
he
mean,
will
that's
simply be
super
there at that point. He wants to unravel this knot.
fair.
Fair, very fair.
How about everyone else? I've got one staying behind in Budapest to study some spell work. Is everyone else heading for the Terenu?
Yeah, I would
Is that
start
what we
tracking
all
them.
wish to do? Do we wish to all head over to or try to follow these people?
Andy would like to leave a simulacrum in Budapest with Nova Arpad to continue negotiations, but regular Andy will pursue the thieves.
Okay.
Lysandra will also pursue. I just wanted to make sure what everybody else first.
Holren.
He would send out word through the Nosferatu networks that go through Serbia and see if he could get any further details on which direction or final destination they're going towards.
Give me a wits investigation roll. And while you're doing that, the list of other things that was stolen from Nova Arpad, your reward, of course, is the pectoral. There's the gold pectoral. There are 2 heavy gold bracelets etched with leaf designs. A pair of earrings, triangular in shape, inset with garnets and gold scrollwork. And an oval brooch set with a large polished amber. All right. What did you get on the roll?
I'm still rolling it. So I before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and activate readiness. It's a thaumaturgy ability. Basically, what it does is you roll willpower, and then for each success, you get an additional dice on any wits-related rolls or actions for a turn.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's 7 successes.
7 successes on the investigation roll.
Insane. I'm sorry. What exactly were you investigating again? What was...
Them, I think.
Yeah, they're like their final destination, whether they've paid to go
Oh, cool.
to a specific place or not.
They're only about 3 days outside of Budapest, where they have set up camp. They are the traveling folk, and they travel slowly in carts and wagons that are also their homes. And their pace is leisurely, to say the least. They are not fleeing or in fear. It's simply, well, that's not true. They are fleeing from the Inquisition and going away from Budapest, where the Inquisition is coming to. But you readily and quickly find them with no difficulty. No. One of these evenings, the campsite comes into view. Oh. Excuse me. Okay. I missed like 2 lines of exposition. The gypsies are apparently meant to be near Kronstadt at this point. That doesn't make any sense, as you would have run into them on your way to Budapest. So we will say you meet them in Timisoara, outside the domain of Dragomir Basrab.
Perfect, actually.
When the camp comes into view, it comes into view on the outskirts of Kronstadt. Timisoara, not Kronstadt. The camp consists of many enclosed wagons arranged in a rough circle around a central bonfire. Smaller campfires near individual wagons serve as focal points for the various family units that make up the tribe. A series of ropes strung between the trees provides a pen for the horses, goats, dogs, and chickens. Oh, excuse me, for the horses. Semicolon, goats, dogs, and chickens wander freely within the circle of the wagon, not straying from the protection of the firelight. If the characters... Nope, that's not for you. The camp is bustling when it comes into view, and for anyone that uses their senses of smell on a regular, the smell of rich stew permeates the air along with the odor of its human and animal inhabitants. Near the fire, a group of musicians play raucous yet oddly evocative melodies for their own entertainment. About 30 adults and half as many children seem to make up the Tirano tribe. So, what would you all like to do? For those who have gone to the tribe.
Andy would like to stroll into the camp and look for either the headman or the head woman, depending on who runs this particular traveling family, and do the traditional presentation of one Romani to another.
All right, starting in confidently. Anyone going with?
Yeah, Lysandra is going to accompany Andy.
Alred's going to stay and obfuscate, and then he is going to...
Lysandra is temporarily appearance 5, but not in obfuscate for a change.
He's going to activate Hermetic Sight to see spirits again.
Okay.
Okay, so he can see spirits for 1 hour plus 30 times 7 to 10. Like 5 hours.
Sure.
And he's also going to activate Astral Cant too, which lets him speak with them. Also for like 5 hours. But yeah, he's going to look for the spirit of the amulet.
Oh, I see what you mean. And are you striding in with Andy?
No,
Or are
I'm
you
gonna-
doing your own thing?
Yeah, I'm going to stay and obfuscate and start looking around.
Okay. And I think it's just the three of you at the camp. So,
My
Lysandra's
offspec
with
is
Andy.
on trying to look for danger, essentially.
You don't sense any. You don't even sense any hostile or ill intent. These people are dancing and are laughing and they are enjoying life. And as Andy kind of strides through, there's a wave of warm greeting that come his way, and clapped shoulders and laughs and offers of beverage and food and warmth. The actual fuck was that? Oh. It was the dust storm. Okay. Do. I lost my spot. Something fell on my roof.
Yep, heard it.
You heard the thing hit my roof?
I did.
Indeed.
Yeah, no one said that your thing ever started working again.
I don't. I maxed it. Let me turn on Discord's noise suppression too. Good God. Yeah, that scared the shit out of me. Andy is welcomed. And you are kind of led through the camp as they greet you, taking you to meet with their leader. While you're being led through this warm, cheerful, very inviting camp of the traveling folk, Andy, you can't help but feel that connection, that family. The travelers are kind to each other. They all live the life of the road. And you are recognized for what you are. You are led to a wagon that is open in a way that the others aren't. And sitting inside the wagon, kind of on the floor of the inside of the wagon is lined with like comfy pillows and stuff, and he's sitting like pseudo cross-legged, half lotus position on one of the cushions. He's kind of swarthy looking, like Andy. He's got the wavy raven hair, but he's got the very fair skin of a vampire. Mischievous green eyes. And a smile that can knock your socks off. And sitting next to him outside the wagon at a table, appearing much the same as he is, a woman of equal attractiveness. Her hair is dark auburn, though, and splotched with freckles that are brown and warm against her fair skin. She looks not unlike other Irish folk you have recently seen, though she dresses in the garb of the traveling folk. But she definitely looks more like she's got that Irish blood in her. But her actual like facial structure and all of that looks like the Egyptites. So maybe a genetic throwback. But she looks fucking cool. And she has spread out in front of her cards that appear to be tarot cards. Both of them smile, the faintest hint of fang in the smile at all of you. The man speaks as he stands up casually and hops out of the wagon. Jati? To what do I owe this pleasure?
You know, I'm not sure if I'd call it pleasure. I I have been informed of some of your recent doings, and I am here to negotiate the undoing of some of them.
I see. Join us, and we
Absolutely.
will hear.
And Andy will, make himself a chair. And sit in it.
Sit.
So are we like outside of the wagon, inside of a wagon? Like how exactly?
No, you're not all gonna fit inside the wagon. So he jumped out of the wagon to greet all of you, and there's like a sitting area around a small fire by the individual wagon.
Okay.
I will say, with your level of auspex that's currently active, there is a glimmer across the woman's clavicle where something is being cloaked. It's not obfuscated though, so your auspex isn't really seeing it, only that something is there but being hidden somehow.
I think I've been around Andy enough to figure out that might be a level of a power that he can have. Can I try to like quote unquote disprove it?
I don't know what that means.
Like if it's a level of
The,
chemistry, I think you can do a roll to disbelieve it.
yes, you have to suspect that it's false. But if you have a reason to suspect that it's false, then you can do an auspex roll the same way you would do auspex against obfuscate. So basically, higher auspex defeats lower chemistry. Higher chemistry defeats higher auspex. But the
Yes, which is why I'm telling you it's there.
Okay. In Andy's mind, Lysandre's just going to say the woman is wearing something around her waist, cloaked. But
Nope, her
Lysandre
clavicle.
clavicle. I'm sorry, her clavicle
Almost like
cloaked,
a pectoral.
almost like a pectoral. But Lysandre's going to activate her power of lies and like just stand there still.
Seats are brought over to you. The man motions for you to join him around the fire. I am Anastas. This is Delisbieta. The woman nods. Our fire welcomes you, as does our home. What trouble brings you here, Jati?
a theft from a local city, Budapest. Several items were stolen. It was reported.
Liberated?
So they're yours.
No.
Are they ours?
No.
Then how were they liberated? Please explain.
Oh, they were not hers.
Ah, I see. I see. And did she do something other than possess them to earn your ire?
Mm. The Arpad Ventru control travel licensing They have made our life somewhat difficult passing through these areas. There are fines. We are not allowed to stay in the city limits. When we found out that she was in possession of items stolen from others, we thought we would liberate them, recoup some of our expenses by returning them to their peoples for a small fee.
I am very disturbed that you're being given this treatment within this territory. Please tell me more
I know.
about the taxes and the road fees. I would like detailed information. And Sans, you don't need to, actually provide detailed information. Just
Yeah, you go into a long thing about how the traveling folk are being treated like shit across a lot of Europe.
This must change.
Just absolute garbage.
This must change.
So I feel like you all watch Andy get onto their side. Am I wrong?
It, it's more like Andy is seeing their plight and basically understanding why they're behaving the way they're behaving, right? Like why they did the theft, because they're being treated like shit. And if they're going to be treated like shit, why should they respect the rules?
Mhm.
Right? Like Andy gets it. I believe I have a proposal for you, if you will hear me.
Of course.
Suppose I could guide your people to places where you could go and not be rejected, and not be taxed, and not be fined, but in fact be allowed to flourish.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that I have recently secured territory within Ventru-controlled cities across Europe. Domain, if you will, if you understand the term.
I see.
I could grant some of that domain to you and your people, uh, and grant you a place where you could go and live in peace and safety, and also practice our traditional activities. We are actually welcomed in these cities. They love what I have done with City Suara, and they believe that. Are you familiar with the concept of franchising?
No one's familiar with the concept of franchising yet.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Are you familiar with the concept of recreating a city in a neighborhood?
I think I know of what you speak, what you're I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Verily.
Verily.
I believe we can help each other if you're willing.
I would say that I am greatly interested.
Excellent. Excellent.
Why?
What is the closest uh, Ventru city that is safe from uh, the Inquisition and the Anarchs?
At the moment, Budapest.
No, Budapest is about to be hit by the Inquisition. It's not safe.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fails the qualifiers.
Cairo?
How would you feel about Cairo?
We fled to Egypt from the Ventru there. We are not like to trust them. I am curious as to how they have secured your lands. With all due respect, Shati.
They asked for my assistance and they told me to name my price. The price that I presented was domain in all of their cities, and they agreed.
I am very eager to see how this works out for you. And should these spaces truly be safe for our kind, I am eager to see them. I will speak to the families. Some still prefer the road. Oftentimes our travels are choice, not necessity. Council
Indeed,
will have to be called.
I am currently in the process of claiming the territories that I have been granted, and I do not have enough people to cover them all. So you aiding me by managing some of this territory for me would grant both yourselves a home and your people free roam between my territories. That can easily be arranged. You shouldn't be paying taxes to travel from city to city, especially when one of your own controls domain in those cities.
This is something we can always bring up to them, Andy.
I have already brought it up.
I
As
would,
I said, it was my demanded payment,
I would
and
say
that payment will be paid.
one of the concerns I have is they actively stole something from a Ventru vault.
Are you here?
Yeah, I would be in the mind link.
Part of this negotiation, Alrin, would be the return of those items.
I would recommend that that be prioritized. If it's reported that the items are not returned, there will be a price that has to be paid.
Are you telling me that I don't know how to negotiate with my own people?
This is why I was
No,
letting you speak, Elrin.
I know. I'm just implying that the Ventru will demand, most likely, their deaths.
No, they will not. If the items are returned, then no harm has been done. The Ventru are, at the very least, fair in their dealings, or at least so you have led me to believe. Is that not the case?
This is not necessarily a dealing. We are trying to retrieve stolen items. It is not a deal.
You really don't understand us, do you?
No, I think you fail to understand what I am telling you.
No, I think you fail to understand our entire clan. They were mistreated. They took vengeance because they were mistreated. Had they not been mistreated in the first place, they never would have stolen anything.
Liberated.
He can't
Uh,
hear this.
This is
My
the
link.
mind link.
Yeah, this is all mind link stuff.
Mistreated or not, they should not have stolen.
I will have to sit down with you, Alrin, one day and explain to you the behaviors of our clan. We are about balance.
Balance or not, there are rules in place for a reason.
Yes, and we have our own. And those rules are also in place for a reason.
And you wonder why your clan is being mistreated.
By those unwilling to change and adapt to other rules.
Mm-hmm.
But I digress. We have to get these items back because they are important. We needed to find out who told them these items even existed. Who instigated this? That's the real threat here, not who stole the items. That is, if we can get the items back in return, no harm, no foul. And I will not be calling nor allowing for any blood hunts of these people here.
Forgive me,
Unless they.
lady and gentlemen. I am conducting discussions telepathically while negotiating with you. I do not mean to conceal what is going on, but there are. You of course see Lysandra standing next to me. I have another ally within the camp who has decided to stay back and remain obfuscated.
Elizbieta has been pulling and drawing her cards while you've been having this conversation. Setting a final one down. I know. You all think so loudly.
Excellent. So, I assume you understand what I'm offering as payment, and I assume that you understand that I wish to reclaim the items liberated. I will happily compensate you for them in gold, because you do deserve to recover the imposts and taxes that have been taken from you to simply pass through land. That is unacceptable, and I will compensate you for that myself.
That is true. Anastas. She looks to the man. They have good reason for wanting the pectoral. And she reaches up and touches near her neck, and the illusion hiding the pectoral fades away, revealing it and its symbols.
Okay. Did Alrun remember to remove the ring?
I did kind of declare that I would break it as soon as that conversation was done.
Eh?
The conversation did not go the way that you expected it to go, so did you still break it?
Yes, I would have, just because the plan was shot down.
Fair enough.
What kind of symbols are they on the pectoral? Just at
I think at
glance.
this point, Lysandra has seen Enochian symbols before.
She knows Enochian, yes.
Then yes.
Because Alexander thankfully taught her that. Can I read it from this distance?
With your aspects, absolutely. I have found the key to power. It lies in surrender. Thus shall my name be forgotten or revered by my brethren. From within my own destruction, I shall fasten my gaze upon those who would seek my exalted destiny for themselves. Lo, let them be wary, for I have seen the unfolding of fate. I shall come again when my time is nigh. For those of you with Auspex and who understand Enochian, and I'm really sorry this is happening while the party is split. You hear screams of people near the edge of camp, and voices, harsh and guttural, screaming to burn the heretics.
Amistaz, Uzbeka, get your people out of here. We will hold the Inquisition.
Heretics, heathens, witches, diabolus! Prepare your souls to meet the fires of hell! And in the distance, you see a horse rampant up on its hind legs, and a man in breastplate emblazoned and filigreed with cross and gold, but also wearing the robes of a priest, both under his armor and over the top of them, holding up not a censer, what is it called? Aspergillum. Aspergillum? The mace that flicks the holy water.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And you see blood running down from a crucifix carved in his forehead. And the blood, even from this distance, sets your nostrils on fire and your beast on frenzy's edge. For you have never smelled pure, more delicious blood before in your life, and while your beast rages and fear and hunger, because you know that you have a predator in the night, and you know that there is one in your midst now, as dozens of soldiers swarm the gypsy camp, surrounding their leader with true faith. But we're gonna pull away from the gypsy camp. Pull away from the gypsy camp. We're gonna go over to Alexandria and Nova Arpad and the simulacrum of Andy. The attack on the encampment hasn't begun yet. The group has only just left, really. So we're like a day and a half in the past at this moment. Let's start with Alexandru. You said you want to examine the spell work and unweave this knot.
Mm-hmm. That is his current obsession right now. To understand what exactly he's saying, how it works, and how to not let it happen again.
Such a complicated weave of magic, mind and spirit and entropy, all to affect the memories of a vampire. This is almost a master necromancer's skill, you would say. I'm gonna need some rolls from you.
Do you want occult or arte?
No, this is gonna be an occult roll first, just to figure out how to unweave the spell. Because I believe your
Alright.
mind is still only at 4.
Yep, it is at 4.
This is gonna be a
Occult
difficulty
intelligence?
9.
Alright, burning a willpower. So that's
You get
2, because the ones... Or no, yeah.
Nope, it's one success.
No, it's
It is
1. It's 1.
still a
1 because
success
the
though.
ones. Yep.
It takes you the better part of a day to map the web before you can start figuring out how to unknot it. It is so intricate. One would argue unnecessarily intricate.
Does it suggest that this was cast more as a longer-term ritual, or did he just manage to blast this out off the top of his head? Because if it's the latter, that is far more frightening.
It's hard to say right now because you are just mapping it, just trying to, just figuring out how to undo it. You would assume this was a multi-day ritual from any mage. It also heavily implies that if it is a multi-day ritual, that this mage had Nova Arpad in place for that much time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure either way whether it was quick and dirty, very complicated magic, or they were powerful enough to keep the Nosferatu Elder in place for a long time. I'm not
No,
sure which one's a better path.
no. If horribly complicated, multi-layered spell, multiple paths was a quick and dirty ritual, no, that is more frightening.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
Let's see. No, you can get a vampire into torpor in multiple ways. This.
So, what's Andy doing during that day? Because Nova seems a little confused, but she's not stopping Alexander's examination or magic. Because frankly, if she's missing memories, she wants them back.
Yeah, so Andy will be sitting down with her and trying to determine what kind of arrangement could be made that would make her amenable to sacrificing her position as Nova Arpad. Like, could we grant her another city? Could we, grant her wealth? Could we, grant her a position elsewhere? Um, Basically, opening negotiations rather than just expecting her to do what we want her to do. And
Can you explain to me why I need to give up my position at all?
I can. The reasoning behind it is to sacrifice a piece in order to gain further intelligence on the enemy. That intelligence is very valuable, and we wish to be able to have that intelligence and continue to exploit it. And I'll be very specific as to what that's about. I'll happily share with this person the plot that's going on with Ulrin and I about trying to convince Micah that we're on the Anarch side. That I am specifically, because I'm the mole that's basically getting put in.
Right.
I would also like to add that Micah Vikos will likely attempt to move on you themselves out of spite if this isn't taken care of by us. If only to hurt all room.
Micah is at least 100 years older than I am. I'm not confident I could defeat him.
And we don't wish you to. We wish to fake your death. Specifically, we wish to fake Nova Arpod's death. You, of course, would survive as exactly who you are and could then take on another persona anywhere. Um, there are places where we could set you up with a new princedom, uh, so that you would retain power, just not your current power.
No, you're not saying exactly as you are. We would suspect that given the knowledge that Micah Vicus holds, if it is merely a simulacra or an image or a facsimile of yourself, it would not take long for them to tail the deception. That is why I am here. Your body would die, your soul would live on and be put into a new vessel, however you wish it to be. It has already
Yeah.
been prepared. It can be rechanged however you want it.
And I'm sorry.
Possibly
I
even
mean,
with. Mm,
I really don't understand the needing to die part and be put into a new body.
there are
This is
multiple ways to tell that what we leave behind is not what it actually is. This way, there would be no error.
yes, but what kind of body could you possibly put me in? Have you done this before?
Yes.
Oh. Was it successful?
Wolfgang is still around.
What?
You were not there for that, were you? The
I
same
feel like I
principle,
would
though.
remember if you destroyed a prince's body and then put him in a new body where I could witness it.
He was put back into his own body, but honestly, a lump of flesh is flesh for the method.
So you use vicissitude.
She looks a little less convinced now. Because, so,
The plan was originally to create one wholesale, but we managed to recover his body, so it was simpler. But the principle remains the same.
And I also, I did witness this. He's not lying. He can do this. He can do this very well. He is probably the most frightening person I've ever met in my life with the things that he can do. But he is also our, in my opinion anyway, our greatest ally because of that. He can do things so unnatural, and he just waves his hands and they happen.
huh. So, I need to die, have my soul put into the receptacle that my brother destroyed. Uh, so this is a bit of a moot point, anyways. Uh, but then you will put me into a new body. And this body will be
Correct?
alive or a vampire?
It
Uh,
will be a vampire.
unless you want to be alive. If you want to be
Yes, the
alive,
one
we
that
can.
is already prepared is a vampire. If you would prefer to, I. No. No. That won't work. I know that won't work.
Yeah, try putting a vampire
It.
soul in a mortal body.
Dominate lets you do it.
That is temporary. We are not discussing temporary. We're talking some major
Yeah. There are rituals some old Coldoons can use to slip themselves into a new skin, but no, that's not what would be happening here. That's not something that we could properly do for you for this. It would not be under your own power, so you would not form the correct connections.
Uh-huh.
So it must be a vampire body, which again we have.
Hmm. You know, it's a lot to take in.
Yes, that is why I
Welcome.
wanted your brother to get your consent before we arrived.
Yeah.
However,
So
you did make it very clear that you did not appreciate that this plan was come up with without including you, which is why I left a piece of myself behind to negotiate in good faith at the beginning, so that you
uh-huh.
can understand what it is we're trying to do, why we're trying to do it, and why we request your help.
You want to know the real reason I've digging my heels in just so much?
Certainly.
Members of your coterie have the ability to reach their minds over vast distances, travel vast distances quickly. There is really just no excuse to have not consulted me.
Indeed, and we all expected that Alrin would do so before we even got here, and the fact that that wasn't done is confusing to many of us, because you are correct. The capability of travel is very easy. If the task were assigned to me, I would have just shown up on your doorstep and began negotiations.
You have your also, but you also have your speed tunnels.
Not all the way to Budapest.
And you're also the one that said you would handle it.
Yeah, you
I did say I would.
That did
I did
so
say I would talk to her. I didn't say I would travel well ahead of everybody to do so.
There are
Sorry,
other ways you could have talked to
everyone.
her.
Like, you could have been like, "Hey, Lysandra, I need to ask my sister something," and Lysandra would have been like, "Oh, okay, here you go." Or, "Hey, Alexandra, I need to ask my sister something," and Alexandra with mage powers could have been like, "Oh, okay, here you go." Or, "Hey, Alexandra, can you teleport me there?" Sure.
Yes, this is not a slam on Colton. Though.
I know.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no, it's not a slam on
So
Colton.
this is absolutely everything here is completely in character for fucking Alrune. It's like no.
Yes.
yeah. We're all kind of throwing Alrin under the bus because you had one job.
Yeah, Alrin. What's going on?
Hello, Wolfgang. Welcome,
Wolfgang,
Mr. Lot.
Wolfgang, would you have gone to the traveling folks camp or stayed with Nova Arpad, who was having her brain examined?
Fighting was expected with the camp.
Hmm.
Like, conflict, not fighting. Conflict.
Sounds like I was expecting at the camp. Fighting was potential with the brain examination, given whose spell he's examining.
Nova.
Wolfgang stays with Nova?
Yes.
Excellent. Then you are here for this conversation.
Okay. So give me the premise. Why is her brain being examined, and what do we suspect is going to happen as a result?
There is
Okay,
a
so if you remember last...
powerful.
Oh,
Yes.
you do it.
No, you go ahead, Shane.
Okay, so last session, if you remember, she is under a spell. That spell very specifically has given her knowledge of the golden amulet and is attributing it to Arun having told her about it.
Yes.
The only person who should know about the golden amulet are me and you.
Yeah.
She also, Alexandru also noticed the smell of that magic is of the guy that was going around and destroying the runestones.
Yeah. I want to kill that guy. And I don't
Yep.
normally kill mortals. That's not true.
Mm-hmm.
I only kill. Ah, God. I just don't eat them, I guess. I do kill them. Sorry. I'll refrain.
So yeah, essentially when everyone walked off, Alexandru would have taken you aside and informed you of that problem
Okay. Yeah,
before
then yeah. This is where I
focusing
would be.
on the examination. Yep. It's like, look, she is under a spell over the mind. I'm going to try to unravel it. It's from that asshole. You know the one.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Sorry, I'm eating food. It's been like
Yep.
10 hours.
You are fine.
Yep. And while Alexandru is picking apart the knot, this conversation is happening.
Okay. Um, was anything mentioned like about like spirits?
Not yet, but
Okay.
we're just
Okay.
talking over with her why we want to go through with the maybe die, and then we will put you in another body plan
Yeah,
rather
that
than
plan.
anything less extreme.
It's a good plan.
Because Micah Vico's noting that whatever is left aren't her remains is not going to go down well for anyone.
Correct.
I also kind of already had a similar escape plan, and I just wanted to use mine and not my brother's.
Oh, but what are you going to fake your death?
I would take control over my, and she makes quotation marks, child or Otto Arpad. Then Nova Arpad is killed, he inherits all of her positions, her titles, and I continue having everything that I have, but now I am in Body of Venture.
That's a good plan.
I got it from your
It,
wife.
I kind of figured.
That is a fair one, but it remains that nothing is telling us whether or not the Micah will then move to cut out the entire line, as it were, if they wish to commit to cleansing Budapest of Ventru presence.
The war is going to happen one way or another. Your target to gain trust is Nova Arpad, not Otto at the moment. So you will get
I do not
everything that
deny
you
this.
want. I will keep everything that I want, and I get to snub my nose at Aldrin.
He likes being
This
right. I don't blame you for that.
this is a win-win-win.
But I do not disagree that this was likely a greater win-win-win than the other option. I feel that the other option is safer, but it is for you to make your decision.
No, we still use yours. I was going to do it with Dominate. I spent years mastering the power so that I might be able to do it. Your way is safer. We do it your way.
Oh, okay, all right.
We combine the plans into
Okay.
one.
Okay, we all right. So you already wait. Those
The plans do Dragon Ball Z best.
I do not. I do not like the feeling. Oh no, never mind. We simply massage the body, make
Oh,
it into the chowder.
no. I dominated the previous Nova Arpad into creating multiple childers before I killed her. It was part of my cover in case this ever happened. That is what Agrippa Arpad was, one of the childer that I then replaced with my brother Olvrun. Surely he told you this.
I mean, you think your brother tells us anything?
I don't know, actually. I don't really speak to him. But you seem to know enough?
Only from me covering it myself.
It's at about this moment that you feel the strand, the end of the knot of the weave loosen. And memories start trickling into Rixandra's mind. Because that's her real name. It's not Nova Arpad, it's Rixandra.
Mm-hmm. Oh, alright, it finally came loose. Now what orders did that man apply onto you?
It is. It's years of information.
Oh no.
Hmm. I'm gonna try to make sure that this is a gradual drip and not an all at once hit.
Good. The knot
Yeah, no.
loosens. The faucet releases slowly. And it's almost like the stream of consciousness is alive in your mind. Because you're kind of in her mind examining it while it's coming back. Are you peeking at the memories? Or were you
Like,
just trying to undo the
consider
work?
it. He is absolutely going to keep an eye on the memories simply because he needs to know when the guy appears and what it causes.
Roll perception alertness for me.
Mm-hmm. Eye for detail apply.
I would call it necessary, actually.
Alright, making sure. Difficulty?
10.
Oof, willpower it is.
You got that, baby.
3 successes.
Realize.
You don't notice it in the first several memories, which all seem very Nova Arpad going about her business, commerce, her duties as prince. She is very successful at what she does. She is a ball busting power boss bitch, and all of Hungary and the Eastern Ventrue answer to her now. And in the first few memories of her doing these things, you don't notice anything strange. But As the memories continue to trickle, her going about her business, you start noticing something strange. In a dark corner or in a window across the way, behind a curtain one time, you see a figure over and over again in black robes with a featureless mask. Over and over and over again, he appears in the background of her memories, never directly
Uh,
interacting with her.
mhm. As he keeps appearing, Alexandra is going to effectively will him more to the front of the memories, make it clear in her mind as the memories are replacing that he was there.
Roll irritate for me.
Mhm.
Clarity, distinction. The memories begin to speed up in time and space and motion, but not the figure. The memories shift and change, but his position in them remain the same. The world speeds up around him while he remains still. His hand slowly raises as the memories shift in a deluge around him and waves at you. And in a voice that is neither male nor female, but an echo of a dozen voices at once. You don't belong in here.
Neither do you.
You're moving faster than I expected. I'm impressed.
And you are a greater thorn than I would have ever imagined.
Thank you. That's high praise. There is a scream, not a scream, it's a soundless scream. You can feel it, not hear it. Like, I'm gonna steal a quote from Terry Goodkind here. Soundless thunder. Like a crash of concussive force without noise. And rage erupts in a pulse from the ring at your hand. And the memories around you crack and shatter, and he waves once more. As hundreds of memories just flood this woman of this thing in the background. She didn't even know it was there. And as she consciously becomes aware of its presence, a dread, a horror fills her. as she repeatedly, over and over decades, realizes that this being has been there in the background of her life, watching her. Something feels like it's close to breaking in her. And it's about this point that Nova Arpad screams out loud, where Wolfgang and Lysandra and the Simulacrum, not Lysandra, Lysandra's with the Terenu family, with the Simulacrum and Wolfgang can hear. And blood starts dribbling down from the corners of her eyes and from her nose and her ears. What are you doing?
Going to attempt to stop the entropy effect.
what?
Just a pure, just a pure infusion of prime.
Ooh, pure infusion of prime into a vampire?
Oops. That's not what I want.
That's not what any vampire wants.
No,
It's
but
gonna-
it doesn't have much of anything else other than taking her out of her body.
Your
Which,
choices
you know
are
what,
to
that
try and might actually be the go-to here.
yeah, actually, no, that actually go for that one. Yeah, we're going to go for the soul shunt.
Okay.
So that she has a moment to breathe.
You have 3 rounds before she is fully cooked just because of the level of fortitude she has.
Mm-hmm.
I need 10 successes from you in total to tear her soul, what remains of her soul, from this body and put it into the receptacle that you created.
Yep.
Wait, you don't have
Alright.
a receptacle, you created it anymore.
No, yep, Wolfgang has it.
Wolfgang has it? I thought it was the ring that Alrun destroyed.
No, the ring
No.
allowed Alexandra and Wolfgang to communicate, or not Wolfgang, Alexandra and Elrin to communicate.
Alexander and Alrun to speak because he's
My
not
bad.
part of the net. Yeah, he's not part of the mind network.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Alexander
Mean
is
dude.
specifically not part of that mind network.
Mean dude.
Carry on then.
Alright. Do you just want me to roll raw Arate, or
I would love some, raw air tape rolls and then some ad libs on what Alexander's doing for this.
alright? Well, first off,
What is this?
Alexander.
Yeah, first ever done. I guess it's not your first ever time
No.
removing a soul and putting it in a receptacle. Uh,
You also
Nope.
kind of did it with blood.
Alexander effectively jumps out of her head and drives a hand in her chest, like spectrally, and starts prying her soul out. Because she's not going to be able to be cooperative while she's doing this. While she's
yeah.
currently subject to this feedback loop.
Okay.
Does Andy understand what's going on here?
So here's the thing. When Alexander sticks his hands into her chest, it kind of creates this almost overlay effect of her raggedy spirit over her vampiric body. Her soul is fucked like most vampires. She's not very high on the road of humanity. I think she's at like a 5, which is like average, I guess, really. But the thing is like as her soul's kind of being tugged and pulled at, you can see another pair of like spectral hands wrapped around the like ephemeral shell of her head that are a very deep, terrible red and black that are like driving and causing veins of this awfulness to race into her being. Someone is actively trying to murder her in this moment. So it's one of the reasons this has to be done quickly.
Okay, so I would like to assist. I'm going to use the interrupt reality power, and basically what I'm trying to do is disconnect the spectral hands that Alexandra is fighting against from her soul by giving them something else to grab onto. So, effectively what I'm doing is saying, "Hey, dipshit, you got the wrong soul," and you know, getting him to drag on another soul instead of hers.
What
That's
is
not a
this?
soul you have in your grasp. That's a watermelon.
So what interrupt reality allows me to do is to take something real and make it unreal, or to take something unreal and make it real.
Okay, difficult targets. I kind of see what you're going for on these.
I'm essentially trying to disrupt the enemy's targeting of her soul.
Right, but they have to believe your illusions, and that's the part that's going to be difficult since they have very powerful mind. Because regular aspects will show the objects in question to be an illusion unless the user's aspect rating is high enough to penetrate the vampire's chemistry.
Right, that's the point. I'm trying to make her soul appear to be an illusion. I'm making it seem unreal, like he's targeting the wrong thing.
Right. No, I get that.
Okay.
I'm saying it's not going to be automatically successful, so give me a roll.
Oh, I didn't think so. I did the after roll manipulation and subterfuge for this.
That is just to succeed at its activation. So let's do that one first.
Will persuasive specialty work on this?
Not for this roll. It will for the next one. You're successful in the crafting of the illusion. And now let me pop open their character sheet. So now I am going to need a manipulation subterfuge roll from you. Mage the Ascension. All right.
So I have just redeemed 5,000 points to auto succeed a roll of my choice. I'm auto succeeding this roll.
Right, but this is a contested roll. This is not a against a DC roll. I'm having you roll subterfuge against their empathy.
Okay, so how does auto succeeding work? Because I already spent the points.
Mm. Yeah, no, I'm fine with that narratively. Explain to me how you succeed. And understand that you are using a trick of reality against a mage with greater authority over reality than you are. So this needs to be clever.
So basically, what I do is I make the real soul appear to be a fake soul, and with just a basic illusion, make another soul that appears to be the real soul. And so basically, it's a rope a dope, right? I'm making him think that I had already tricked him by making her soul look real, but then he figures it out. He's like, "Oh, you fucker!" And then he goes after the real soul, except that's the fake soul.
Only because of what his skills and powers are, I'd like to modify that a bit to you simply make it appear as though her soul is destroyed and he releases his grip.
Okay, if that you are the game master.
Nova Arpad collapses. The spell is
Wolfgang catches
released.
her.
I still need 3, 5, 8 successes. 8. So close. I only see 2 Arete rolls. Which means I've misread. That is
I've
5
only made
successes.
one.
Oh, excuse me. You were at 3
I've
then.
only made one for this. Yep, it's just a 3. As I
You
didn't keep
please.
rolling when someone interrupted.
Yes, no,
I
you
also
must keep rolling.
Yeah. As I was honestly, I haven't actively stated I reset my quintessence, but I do have a sanctuary. Do I assume between skips that I have back up to 5 quintessence?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
As
You
well.
have Avatar, right?
All right. Yep. I
Well,
didn't think it automatically refilled.
yes, your Avatar will restore that quintessence to you every day.
Okay. I clearly missed that line.
You can get more by going and drawing from a man's. Or
Yep.
the mean.
So I am going to spend 4 to drop that difficulty to 2.
Nice.
Sure.
Got this.
Glorious.
So the moment he lets go, just tugs it out completely.
You need one more
Like
success. That is only 9.
wheels about. Does it not need to go into something for that one success?
Yes, but you could botch
So,
on this
yeah.
roll and lose her soul.
Exactly. So it's like he gets it out, turns to Wolfgang, the body now!
What is he supposed to do with it? Destroy it?
No, pull out the white body.
Okay.
However, he was transporting the white.
Oh, yeah, that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought we were still using her prepared person.
That was the plan, and then someone tried to kill her.
Right.
Yeah.
Then Wolfgang will go fetch it. Actually, really, we'd have it.
Well, yeah, you guys were all sure this was happening, like...
Yeah. I'm off balance because I came in late.
Fair enough.
You produced the body of the
Yes.
Toreador White, whose mind
Wherever
has
it
been,
is that you had it.
yes, obliterated. Give me one final roll, Alexander.
Through no fault of our own. That was their own doing.
And you barely slip the soul into the body.
Yep.
The mage has released their grip on Nova's soul and mind. You no longer sense or feel their presence. And
What,
the Toreador appears as a corpse.
once the soul has left Roxandra's body, what does the body do?
Probably going to immolate.
Oh yeah, no, her body's destroyed. The entropy effect decays her body into nothing.
Okay.
Like she was straight up being assassinated in front of your eyes. Hence the working fast.
Yeah. Yep.
But as that happens, we're gonna slide back to the Torino family camp that's currently being attacked by Father Giacomo and his true faith and his 20 Inquisition soldiers, some of whom have true faith themselves. And when we come back, I'm gonna need everyone to roll a frenzy check. But we're gonna take our break first. Huzzah! We fight the Inquisition!
Yay.
Wonderful.
Dexterity melee roll. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I said Dex again and it immediately went to stealth.
11.
Brava.
11 successes. You kill a lot of them.
Brava. So many tens. You are like swift death, even in your mostly now more. And the farther away from Giacomo you get, the stronger you become. And he doesn't move. He also doesn't move for your friends. And because you rolled so well on both of your rolls, you notice that he's moving. I never remember her fucking name. The Lisbietas. Father Giacomo is moving after the Lisbietas with haste and purpose. He doesn't even spare time to swing his weapon at the travelers he gallops past. Though his horse does knock several of them to the ground. So I'm going to give you an option. Because you got 11 successes, I will either offer you saving the lives of all of the travelers, killing off the 20 Inquisitor Knights that are here. Or interfering in Giacomo's chase of Delizia Bieta. I'm just gonna call her Liz from now on. That is a hard name.
So saving the people is definitely my priority. But once that's done, I will pursue him as he pursues her.
So you stay?
I'm taking the first option of saving the people and eliminating the soldiers of the two options you gave me, and then basically saying once that's done, I'm still going to pursue him. So basically, I'll show up late. Whatever he's going to do to Liz, I'm not stopping it.
Yeah.
Because I'm saving the people first.
When you get to Liz, her and Anastas had fled in the same direction. You only recognize them because part of them is still away fire where they lay on the ground. The pectoral gone, Liz's body.
You're cutting out
Both.
pretty bad.
It's me. Is this better?
Yes. Maybe.
Both of their bodies are burnt. The pectoral is missing. And Giacomo is already on his way elsewhere.
Did he leave a trail?
If you would like to roll perceptions of survival to track him, you may.
And do I have full vampiric powers now?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so I'm going to use my aspects to lower my difficulty for this. 4 successes.
It's not hard for you to follow him. His warhorse is heavy and leaves. With your vampiric abilities once more at your disposal, following a horse over long distance is impossible. But you would be going after him alone.
I'll go into the mind link and tell Lysandra and Ulrin where I am. Tell them that he's taken the pectoral, and if they want to recover it, they better help me.
If that is allowed, then Lysandra will say she is on her way to assist, but she cannot fight them. She does not believe she can fight them directly, as she does not know how to wield a sword. Uses claws that she cannot use when she is near them.
Just to double check, did the other Andy actually disappear?
It
Yes.
did, very briefly.
He would have just winked out of existence. And no, I didn't bring it back. So no,
That's fair.
He's gone.
But yes, it is absolutely gone. Something is
So
happening.
it's about this time that Alexandru walks out from behind.
Just something.
From
There's a
behind,
burning wagon.
Yeah, from behind, just from behind.
Can you send both of our spirits to them?
Yeah, just walks out from behind and like holding, seemingly like he's holding a balloon, but you see it's just fucking, it's, anyone with spirit sight would realize it's Wolfgang, like, he's just firmly grasping the cord.
So here's the thing. I can go ethereal without splitting my body.
Ah.
So technically, I think the way this would work, I go ghost body, you send your consciousness with me tagging along to one of our friends, and then I end ghost body. Physical body is there. That's how I think it would work.
Sorry, what was the question? I am trying to type something up.
So, Wolfgang can go ethereal without separating from his body. All of him just goes in ethereal. And then Alexandru grabs him while he's ethereal because he can see him, teleports his consciousness to one of our other companions, and then bam, I end ghost body and I'm physically there.
I don't understand the point of going ghost body.
Because if I use Auspex, my corpse stays here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just there in spirit.
I mean, I think you can just project to one of us anyways with your body.
With
Or
my
not
body?
your body, with your soul. With your soul.
I feel like there's an unnecessary step. Maybe.
Well,
I also
Soul's
feel like
Flight
there might be.
Well, Soul's Flight leaves my body behind.
Sure.
Unless
But how are you being jumped there either way? Like, what kind of bamfing is it? Is it a correspondence bamfing? That's what I need to know.
No, well, because Alexandru all the time sends his consciousness everywhere, but he doesn't go there. And then, or can he just teleport us effectively? Am I reading into it? I didn't think so.
Oh, you want to turn incorporeal and try to hitch a ride on his consciousness projection?
Yes.
Eh.
That
That's
was
all
my
I'm gonna say
proposal.
about that. That's weird.
There's precedent with it from the communal Souls Flight ability.
Yeah,
Which
so
he
it's all
did
very
have
gray, but
before.
I didn't say no. I said eh.
So yes, the more convoluted but technically easier method is used.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I have to type prophecies up. This is the drawback of having a hardcover book. Please argue amongst yourselves. This is gonna take me a second.
So,
Yeah, there's a mind link
yeah.
up now between Lysandra and anybody who's willing in the Coterie. Alexandru is poked and prodded, but if he does not accept, he does not have to be.
Yeah, no, that is just getting an auto decline.
So I
Sad
see
emotion.
I see that my so-called allies will not support my people in battle.
Can you get us there quickly?
I think yeah, it's like something. Sorry, I back over. Something has happened, Andy. We both see that. Just I can get us there, but I need you to project yourself. I'm not sure how much that would help you to be there in spirit, as it were.
True.
My message is going to Lysandra and Ulrin specifically for abandoning my people.
Yeah, you don't get a response back from Ulrin. he made it a point that that was a good position to leave.
Lysandra just replied back with the, I physically could do nothing aside from die, so I was not going to do that.
You can't punch a mortal.
I would help you, Andy.
Yeah, punching a mortal when they have swords is tricky.
Yeah, when they have swords and armor, it's ineffective.
I managed to take all of them with my daggers.
Yes, you have a
Soldiers
weapon.
Yes,
Good
you
for
are.
you.
Yes, we are
Yeah.
unarmed. Essentially, it made us unarmed humans.
Yes, but if the
Unarmed
two of you
mortals.
had helped me, we could have stopped him from taking the pectoral. Your cowardice cost us this battle.
Your ignorance in
And
not
I
just
am
taking back
furious.
the item is what lost us in the first place.
This is about the time that fucking Alexandra and Wolfgang appear behind Andy.
Do I notice that?
I
I
feel
mean,
like you would notice them like materialize
Okay, then I'll
or
look behind me.
step out from behind something as Shades is, as Alexandra is wont to do dramatically.
Yeah, then I will look behind me and say, thank you. I appreciate it when people come to help. He's this way.
yep, what happened?
Lysandra is also making her way
Okay.
over there to
Yeah.
assist.
Give you the full spiel of the Inquisition attacked. I tried to tell the Ravnos to get their people out and run while we would hold off the Inquisition. Ulrin and Lysandra ran away and did not help at all. I was only able to save the people because it was just me. And unfortunately, the Ravnos were destroyed, and this priest took the pectoral. And I am furious. I mean, like, Andy is pissed. No one has ever seen Andy pissed. Andy is pissed.
Well, let's take it back.
You're going to need to be careful if you try to approach him at speed and you get into his order of influence. There's a chance that you will suddenly and violently meet the ground at speed. And you may
Understood.
not survive that.
Ranged attacks?
I think instead we should approach and get within range of my daggers, and I'll take his horse. Once he doesn't have a mount, he'll be a lot easier to deal with.
Circumvent and cut him off.
His
Take a long run.
yes, something about him prevents our vampiric powers from working, or at least it
Then
did to
there's
me.
Wolfgang. You can, or both of you, take a long run. Try to flank him. Try to stay so that you can wait, so that you can be stationary when he rides past, instead of potentially again meeting the ground at speed with a body of a mortal instead of that of a vampire.
Where did he go?
And I'll point out the trail that I've been following.
Cool, I'll run past it.
You take 2 steps and step on something hard in the mud.
Okay. I will
Something
pick it up.
metal in the mud.
I will pick it up.
It's a gold pectoral.
Going,
Is this real?
Look at it. Is it real or illusionary?
It looks like the one that you saw, and it looks like it was discarded.
All right.
I will pass it to Alexandru.
Yeah, I was just say, give that to Alexandru. I still want blood. Will you come with me, Wolfgang?
yep.
Then you will have it.
You hand it to Alexandru. Alexandru disappears with pectoral.
Yeah. You Keep that safe, huh? What happens if I shift? Will it force me back into my human body? Human, I say, quotation marks.
Explain as best I can the effect where when we were close to him about how the vampiric powers didn't work, we were limited, but not terribly limited. I mean, we could still be, mortal maximum, but that's the max we could be.
He also very quickly killed 2 Ravnos who were not slouches. You don't know the full extent of what he's capable, only that if you're close to him, you don't have your powers.
Right. Well, I doubt he can move as fast as you and I. I say we get ahead of him and ambush.
Agreed. And then I'll mind link to Lysandra the plan, and have her meet us in the ambuscade position.
Cool.
You will meet everybody there.
Does the mind link pick up on emotion?
It can broadcast emotions, images, or words.
Okay. Andy's probably not able to contain this, so cold fury is just flowing over the mind link. And Sans, do you want me to do a conscience roll for that?
Killing a lot of
Conscience roll for what?
Andy is in.
Is this a violation of your road?
Not at this point because I'm below I'm below 8, but Andy is, it's pure murder. Like there's in this moment, Andy is losing his humanity, at least in my opinion, because all he wants is to kill this fuck that killed his family, and yeah, he's furious.
I feel it's narratively appropriate, yeah. Give me a roll.
I would kind of consider that until it's acted on, it wouldn't be. But...
It sounds like the premeditation is deep enough, though.
Yeah, well, one success on the conscience roll, so I did make
You don't lose humanity yet.
But yeah, Andy is... And
but you have become aware that you are planning to murder this man. You accept that's what you are doing.
Yes, he is my enemy, and he is now my enemy for all time.
And the 2 of you set off. Speaking with Lysandra, trying to coordinate. Trying to come at it from multiple. I need... What do I want for this? Ambushing someone?
I think ambushing is usually stealth, isn't it?
It is, but they're also trying to overtake him and, like, trap him in a pincer maneuver. So I think since Wolfgang is coordinating this, I'd love a leadership role.
Sure.
With intelligence.
I'll use willpower. So 4 successes. I'd also like to do one more thing while I am
What's that?
waiting. Well, actually, I could technically
that's
2
3
more
successes.
things. I said I wanted to use a willpower.
Yes, it adds the willpower on its own.
Does it? I didn't think it did.
Or it's supposed to.
No. 8 Oh, there's one less. Okay, because of the one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to spend a blood and hop into a trance with Jacob's Kiss.
What does that do?
Um, if anything dies, I can drink its. Okay, sorry, not anything. Anything but a vampire dies. I can breathe in its soul as it dies. And I get things for it.
For the soul.
Yes. That's why I have souls around me now. Not because I drink vampires. I have more than that.
Okay. I see what you're doing. Yes.
Yep. And then I will do one more thing. I will spit acid blood on my dagger. To be thrown.
Excellent.
And then that will be one willpower roll. And that is... should be everything I need
So-
to do.
For the future, rituals cannot generally be enacted quickly. They are rituals. They tend to take an hour at minimum to complete.
This one is just a trance that I can hold for an hour.
Yes. But the casting of a ritual is what usually takes time. That's why they're rituals. I am gonna be real fucking honest with the both of you. Your characters are in danger if you do this.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely understood.
Okay.
I'm well aware of the danger, and I've actually marked on my sheet, shout outs to Lysandra and Ulrin for the cowardice in face of
Oh.
losing faith, because it actually does make sense. So I'm going to reward that. But yeah, Andy as the character is pissed. So
Excellent.
all logic is overridden here.
Okay. I should say the three of you, since Lysandra did choose to come and try to help.
Yes,
Well, you know,
I'm going to
works.
see how this goes, and if I have to, run the fuck away.
Okay.
I will contribute as best as I can, but
Cool. Oof, that's bad.
that's no successes. You fail.
Yeah. It does still make the attack aggravated, but it no longer it doesn't gain any bonus damage.
Your blood splatters on the steel and drips off.
Yep.
The mind link vanishes as you get closer. That feeling of rigor mortis once more begins to set in as you close in on Father Giacomo. And your beasts start bucking in your chest as before. It will need courage rolls or willpower spent to suppress the frenzy.
What's the
Or
difficulty?
write it for anyone on instinct. This is going to be a difficulty 9. I see that 10.
2.
9. Let me see here. Oof.
Also a 10.
It's one.
If you were to ride the beast right now, with the beast, is it like it's a frenzy check, right? To like flee.
Riding the beast means that you are going to frenzy one way or another. It's just whether or not you're in control of the frenzy.
Okay.
Ride the
My only other
beast.
question is just like, is it to attack or is it to run away? Like, is this to fear frenzy or is this like aggro frenzy? Or can you not tell?
It's
Before.
blood frenzy. He was doing something where we had this smell of blood that was like so tasty smelling. It was like hunger frenzy.
Yes.
Okay.
Like ambrosia.
Also, I like that Andy only got one success because it just leans more into the character being that close to just, you know.
I am going to spend another willpower to resist this.
Excellent.
And one final question is, what does the aura do to mages?
Does Alexandria show up too?
As I kind of just want him to be in his monk robes in the center of the road, not far from where this point is happening.
There is a. Are you here in body or in?
In body. Because he does not expect to be able to remain in spirit.
Your avatar, your magic. You appear in the road as your friends ahead of Father
You're cutting out again.
Ding. Son of
Yeah,
a
cutting it bad
bitch.
again.
Why? Okay, so here's the thing. Is that better?
Yes.
Amazing. So if I have Crisp turned on Discord, it interferes with the audio mixer. But if I don't have Crisp turned on Discord, apparently you can hear every tiny little fidget that I do. So I'm gonna try turning the gain down a little further and see how that works.
Just try not fidgeting at all.
Absolutely not. Nigh.
Challenge literally impossible.
My time is nigh, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
Also, please say ask questions out loud. I cannot monitor 80 chat. Please. That is
I just
tip
don't-
number one.
Yeah, I just don't want to forget the question while I wait for the finish to ask the question. That's all.
Your powers flicker and falter and recognize in this man a cousin. You're a celestial chorister. Your avatar is an angel. This man, this person, is not a supernatural like you. He's not a supernatural like your companions. He is your poison. His powers will cut through yours like they're butter. Yours are not suppressed like a vampire's, but you know they're not effective either. Or might not be. Anyways. But he is different than Leon as well. Because Leon was a mortal with high true faith. And I joked that he was a martyr, but he wasn't a hunter. This is. And you know it. He is a holy scourge, here to wipe the taint of evil from the world. It is his divine right. And this is all translated to you in moments being merged with your soul. His authority is given to this. And he's just galloping casually as this all just sort of processes in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
And then he pulls up on the reins as he sees you. I know your face. You are the Dark One in the tales of Leon. What do you require of me in this time and place? Your friends are coming up quickly.
Simply for you to be slowed.
I'm sorry, did you say
For my
slowed?
work. Yeah.
Oh God, is
Yep.
Alexandria fucking trying to kill him too?
Nope. It always is simply for you to be slowed. For your work impedes mine. And he vanishes.
Love to throw a dagger at this moment. It seems appropriate.
For the ambush, can we get into stealth? Like, can I do a stealth roll for the ambush, please?
You can absolutely do a stealth roll for the ambush.
Alrighty.
I will contribute as best I can.
He promised not to directly interfere with the other guy, but not this one.
Does concealment help as a specialty?
Concealment. Wolfgang,
Yes.
that is far too many dice.
I didn't think I was in his range yet.
Oh,
For
if
the
you want to
actual
be
spell
within
part.
range to hit him with a dagger, you are.
Yeah. I feel that. Alright.
For a stealth specialty? Concealment?
Absolutely.
Alright. I will
You are
not.
trying to conceal yourself.
Yes. And I've buffed up Dex to 5. But I assume that. Oh,
That's
hello.
Still a beautiful roll.
Alright. I will. Okay, this is without celerity. Without any
Indeed.
extra bullshit. But. Oh, wait, no, can't use disciplines. Okay, because if I couldn't use thaumaturgy, I couldn't use. Not a botch, though.
Not a botch.
So that's a combined total of 9.
Those are not being.
12.
This is not
Oh,
a
okay.
conceal.
Damn.
These are individual stealth rolls since you are all attacking from different angles.
Yep. And I got 3, Lysandra got 8, and Wolfgang got 1.
Yeah. Which is a great roll. He is still a mortal. So, like, he has a decent dice pool. But he only got 6 successes. So he does not see Lysandra, but he does notice Wolfgang and Andy. Swears in Spanish and reaches for the cross at his throat.
So, do we do initiative, or does Lysandra
Yeah.
get first attack?
Lysandra is, I think, gonna get a surprise action because he did not spot her, actually.
How does it work for hitting somebody in the head with like a rock or something? Is it just
I mean, it's a
dexterity
higher
athletics?
difficulty.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, are
understand
you
what the-
throwing it from a distance?
Just
I mean, that,
bombardment.
that sounds like Dex Athletics to throw a rock.
Yeah,
And if you're specifically targeting the head, that increases the difficulty by 2.
indeed. If you're
Okay.
trying to Kirk smash, it would be Dex melee.
If I was trying to what?
Kirk smash?
Smash.
Captain Kirk holding
Yeah.
up giant
That'd be-
rock, smashing it
Oh,
on Lizard Man.
no. It's
That'd
from
be-
a
that'd be
it's from a
dex roll.
distance. It would be from a distance because I don't actually want to get super close to him.
Yeah, just do bombardments.
That
Seriously,
seems
just,
fair.
yeah, just huck a rock at the guy. Don't even bother aiming for his head. Just throw a rock at the guy. You're gonna. It's fine.
I'm gonna the first time I'm gonna aim for the head because I want to hit him in the head. I want to get this over with quickly.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm allowed to just do that at the moment, but I think precise works, and I'm gonna spend willpower, and I think this is gonna be difficult. 8.
Yes.
All right, I am spending willpower.
Excellent. 5 successes, 4 go through.
I don't know what to roll after that.
Strength +4.
Yeah.
Strength plus 2.
Strength +4.
All right. I buffed up my strength. Strength +4.
Yeah, strength +4.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're throwing a rock, not a boulder.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I was just double checking.
Is
I'm
it bigger
a little
than a bread
stoned.
box?
I'm a little stoned at the moment.
Get it? Because you're throwing a rock?
That's 3. Oh wait, doesn't
Society,
the head
get through his arm.
also? Doesn't the head also add 2 die to it as well?
To the damage? I don't remember.
I think it does.
Oh.
I think that's the upside of the.
Increases the difficulty, but
Yes, damage modifier is +1, so I get to actually roll 1 more die.
Excellent. For 4
4
bashing
damage.
in total.
Does that even get through the armor?
Well, thankfully he was aiming at the head, so. Did he have a helmet on?
He is wearing a helmet. He is in plate armor. With robes on the outside. Okay. Bashing. The rock bounces off his head.
That's what I figured.
And now we join initiative! Let me... Hunter the Reckoning. I will say, just for funsies though, that the helmet is struck hard enough that the visor pops open. Father Giacomo, who would stand just under 6 feet tall. Stark features are gaunt, testifying to a life of self-denial. Over his armor are the robes of his Dominican order. Thinning brown hair and intense dark brown eyes. And is apparently in his mid-30s.
not for long.
And according to this, he has found his true calling here in the wilderness of Transylvania, burning heretics at the stake.
At least he enjoys what he does.
He does! Because
that's
he's
important.
a scourge. I understand calling him a scourge is something only people who have played Hunter the Reckoning would get, but it was a cool White Wolf joke that I made. I'm funny. Alright. Real quick, just out of curiosity, where did Olrun go? You don't need to be there.
Hold.
Call it then.
Ping, a message. Oh, he is in the bathroom.
He's yes.
He didn't forget to mute this time.
Oh.
I hate that I know we only heard him pee because he was in the hotel room and he's using his Bluetooth headset at home right now and he just walks to his bathroom wearing it. I fucking hate that I know that.
I mean,
To be fair, I also walked to the bathroom wearing my wireless headset and just mute my microphone.
if my headphones were, I would totally do it, and I would probably fuck up, and you would all hear me pee. But I am fixed, and therefore I have not done so, and therefore I can make fun of everyone who it does.
You're fixed?
No.
You got
With
the
duct tape?
ball snippy snips?
No. I'm just fixed to my PC. Via a cable.
Man! Bathroom! I have to watch the South Park. At least the WoW episode again now.
Bathroom! God damn it.
More hot pocket!
Oh, did you kill that which has no life?
All right.
So he's gonna be a minute, so I'm just gonna... Boop. If you would please join me on the encounter tracker, those who are taking part in the combat.
I don't know if that did it correctly. It did, okay.
Alright.
I rolled shittily.
Wolfgang,
I mean...
you are first.
Alright.
I got a 10 for his initiative. Fuck yeah.
Yeah! It's impressive. Alright, no bonuses, so...
This is me trying to kill one of you. Why is your melee 8?
Because I have 8 melee.
Your melee is 5 right
So
now.
it should be 5.
I thought abilities were okay. I was wrong.
Nope.
It's alright, I'm gonna roll even higher now, because I'm gonna get lucky.
That could happen.
He rolled the same.
No,
You
the
built the
future
game.
refused to change.
I willed it into existence. I didn't get worse.
You-
Yep,
yeah,
the
you could've
future
also
refused to
buffed-
change.
Is this
could've
a
also
bad
buzzed
time
up
to
your
say
vector.
that it's... Yeah, it's also athletics to throw a dagger unless you're running up to stab the horse.
You guys stop making me change my rolls.
I just am clarifying what you were doing because I am unsure.
I was. I could have used archery, I guess. Fuck.
You could have run up and stabbed the horse.
No, yeah, no, I'm gonna stab him, the horse. Fuck, I wouldn't have bothered with the dagger then. I just used the sword. No, it's fine. I guess I'll run up and stab him.
Oh, Damocles is very heavy.
Yeah, it's fine. I have 5 strength base.
You also have potence as a vampire.
I do. Not that much though. But I stab him with
So
the dagger.
guess when I say very heavy, I mean you have a strength and a great sword.
Yeah,
You only
need,
need for a great sword. But the dagger does has piercing too.
I didn't say you couldn't wield it, motherfucker. I just said it's heavy.
Unnecessarily.
Why are y'all taking everything to the extremes?
I don't know.
we're all gonna die tonight.
You're
That's all.
talking to Virgil. I thought that
Injured.
was
Let's be
obvious.
real. So I get why the tensions are high.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna die here. But
Because
I'm
I will
doing it anyway.
absolutely kill one of you right here.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm doing it anyway. I've
not
got like.
have spelt this out better.
Oh yeah, no, I have like no defense for this guy.
He could also just fucking die because hunters, their greatest weakness is they are mortals.
Yep. Anyway, here's my strength.
Yep.
6 plus it pierces 2 of his armor.
Ba-ba-ba-bum. Why does it pierce 2 of his armor?
Daggers.
Yes, it's a dagger.
If that's a dagger thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Armor piercing 2.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Pickaxe is better with 3, but I don't have a pickaxe.
That is great. He does get to soak with half his stamina, though, for lethal damage. but that is dropping his armor from a 6 to a 4. So his stamina goes from a 4 to a 2, though he only has 6 dice to soak with.
I'm gonna assume his aura cuts down the aggravated blood.
It does.
I figured it would, but I did it anyway.
Yeah, it just turns inert when it gets close.
Yeah.
There it is.
Man, it would be
So
awkward for the two of you to die. Really bad. Like,
Absolutely.
detrimentally bad.
Yes, but Wolfgang is has issues. One of his boys required loyalty here.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, y'all took the vinculum. Oh wait,
No, Wolfgang's just like this.
It's like we didn't need it. No one needed it. No one wanted it.
Andy and
Ride or
Lysandra
die,
are still
boys.
maybe. Lysandra at least is still privy to the vinculum. I don't know if Andy is, but
Wolfgang, only 2 of your lethal damage go through.
Yeah, all right.
You do slip through the plates of his armor and find purchase. One, two, three, 4. Are you wearing armor?
Nope. That's a lie. I'd be wearing chain armor.
Okay. Please roll your lethal soak for me from the armor alone, unless you have fortitude.
I do.
can't stamina soak lethal damage for vampires?
This is aggravated damage.
I don't want to be a douche, but you said that our vampiric powers didn't work. Wouldn't that include fortitude?
That's absolutely correct. So just the lethal soak of your armor. You guys gotta stop correcting me when it's to your benefit.
All right, I have a question for you. Wolfgang can increase the carbon content of his
No,
armor
I
and what? What do you mean? Why? No, I can't.
You
Can't use any
cannot
thaumaturgy.
use any of your powers right now.
No.
Everything has
It's not
reverted
an active
to
ability.
normal.
This is something he did ages ago with alchemy. At this point, it's just mundane armor with a high carbon content. It's something I wanted to talk to you about, and it just never happened.
Okay.
Don't worry about
I guess finish your thought, or is this something that can wait till later? And do you think it'll actually prevent angelic blood from burning you?
Oh, not that part, but like I thought it would. In the Dark Ages, there's no such thing as high carbon steel, but I can make it early. It would just be better armor. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm saying. But it's not that tragic. I mean, it might be.
Well, while you have the capability to make it early, that doesn't necessarily mean it's known that you could make it. Wolfgang does only have an intelligence of 2.
Yes, but I have 4 ranks in academia specializing in prima materia.
Okay.
He studies materials specifically. It's fine. It's fine. I got one. It's fine.
We can talk about it.
Yeah.
You take 1 aggravated damage as the blood splashes on you.
Okay. That's way less.
And I need
dramatic
another
than
self-control.
All right.
It's a die of aggravated damage per damage he takes.
Interesting. I leave the dagger in his guts, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not sure 2 got you a gut shot. Maybe hip.
That's fine. Well, hip wouldn't really do anything.
I mean, you only got him to hurt, not injured or wounded. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the meat. It's not anywhere
You
of organs.
Yeah, I feel you.
are a master of your beast.
Yep.
And do not frenzy. Bum. Well, you move up, you stab.
Yep.
You want to say anything?
No. Wolfgang does
Excellent.
not. Joker.
This is not Joker?
He doesn't talk during combat. This was established
Sure.
when he fought Radu.
No monologuing.
No monologuing.
Talking is not a free action.
Father Giacomo hisses in pain. He raises his aspergillum and cries out a prayer to the Lord to rain down holy wrath upon his enemies. He begins to glow.
You had to cut that out, mister.
It begins to rain. This all starts happening in moments. There's a peal of thunder. As he fervently prays, offering himself, body, and soul to the Lord's wish and desire to be a channel, a vessel for thine light of justice, for the cleansing fire. A scourge of flame to purify the world. And erupting from the end of the aspergillum where the holy water is being scattered as he swings it, ignites a golden flaming seven-tailed scourge. That he swings at you, Wolfgang.
Yeah, I figured.
Beep. Scourge is not using a veil power. He is wounded. He got 4 successes on his attack roll. You did not split your dice pool. Not have. So 3 successes go through.
I don't get to roll my armor.
I haven't rolled damage yet.
Okay.
May Andy attempt a parry?
No. You haven't had a turn yet. You haven't engaged in melee yet. Wolfgang acted before you.
Yes, I am aware. What I was going to try to do was basically try to parry it with a thrown dagger. But you know, sacrificing my action for a defensive option.
Oh, it's fine. I'll be fine.
It might not be fine. Don't say that.
I'll be fine.
It's going to be a
He's
difficult
sending things
spin.
intentional.
Throwing a dagger to try and parry a Scourge Hunter's weapon in flight with no vampiric powers. It's going to be a base difficulty of 9.
Gotta hit him in the wrist. Grip that shit
But I'll
without
allow it.
tendons, bitch.
What a roll.
4 successes.
4 successes,
Without
exactly.
That's because Andy's my boy.
He is. We got this.
Like I said, they are ride or die.
Yeah, kind of.
The dagger strikes his metal gauntlet. It doesn't cause him damage, but it does cause his scourge to veer ever so slightly off because it was exactly a parry. It cuts through, we'll say, a tree like it doesn't exist. It immediately explodes and burns into cinderous ash, falling in crackling motes to the ground. Andy, you used your action to save Wolfgang's life.
Love you, Andy.
Can I use my movement action, please?
Absolutely.
I would like to use my movement action just to get in to range with Wolfgang, so now I can cover him the whole time.
Glorious. I love it. Okay. Ba-ba-da-bum. You are engaging in melee with them, Lysandra. Your rock did nothing. You are seeing this man crack a flaming whip. I'm sorry, I need more courage rolls from all of you who are vampires and near open holy fire.
Holy fire.
I'm not in
Or-
melee range. So do
You're
I have to
not.
roll
I'm talking
for it?
about the other two.
Okay. I just wanted to...
Or you can spend a willpower per round to suppress it.
Got it again, yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
God.
Put the keys down. Stop playing with the keys. They can hear you play with the keys.
Apparently, I should never go to a casino because apparently I love to gamble.
Lysandra.
So he's still on his horse, right?
He is.
I am going to attempt to tackle him off of his horse.
May I make a suggestion, Nabe?
What is the suggestion you have to make?
Attack the horse's legs.
I feel like I can tackle him. I don't think I can tackle a horse.
You don't want to football tackle a horse and
Yeah, I don't
suplex
think I can
it?
tackle a horse. Because like I only have again, I don't have any like weapons, so I only have physical strength. So I feel like tackling him to the ground kind of helps everybody.
There's a dagger in his hip.
Yeah, because he's tackled at that point in time, which does a thing.
Yeah, and there's another dagger on the ground that just bounced off his arm armor.
Hey,
True.
so he has a hunter ability that doubles his successes for the purposes of damage. You probably saved Wolfgang's life.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But you negated his attack, so he didn't get to
Oh.
the damage stage.
Actually, can I sweep the legs out from underneath the horse?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Did I sweep the legs out from underneath the horse?
She wants to sweep
The
kick a horse. What did you think you heard?
Sure. Roll Dex Brawl.
All right. Dex brawl. I'm going to use willpower.
I did have a buddy who suplexed a moose in Pathfinder.
Honestly, the human body, pound for pound, is actually stronger than an equine. But this is a war horse.
Yeah, it weighs like a car.
Yeah, I know. My question for you is, all right, difficulty 7, roll.
But horse legs and feet are particularly vulnerable.
That's 6 successes.
Because
That
all
is
of their
To
weight.
trip it.
6 successes, and it has a 5 dice pool. So it needs a bunch of 10s. Look, it doesn't get them. Please tell me. Okay, you tip a horse, I guess, like a fucking cow.
Well, hold on. You also get to roll damage, Lysandra.
I do get to roll damage on the horse group. It's strength plus knockdown. Oh no, it's its own strength hurts it, I think.
No. What it is, it's your strength +1 +5. Or wait, no, not +5. It's plus however many went through. We didn't see your dice, Sans. How many successes did you roll?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so Lysandra, you would roll strength +2 for your strike here.
Okay. So it tripped and is fallen down. It takes no damage.
Okay, so it takes
Horse-
no damage, but knockdown happens.
Yes.
Horse
What happens
and
to
rider go down. Rider is going to get a reflexive athletics roll to try and not fall prone as well. This is not a huge dice pool for him.
Is he wearing heavy armor?
He is. Insane. He gracefully lands on his feet.
I want him to break his legs.
He doesn't. The horse
got-
trips and he just slides the fuck out of the saddle like he. It is horrifyingly skilled for a human.
Hmm.
I thought if he was wearing heavy armor, it got really hard to do that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Do
You
you
take
see his roll?
You take dexterity penalties with armor.
Yeah, that's probably why his dex is 3.
Okay.
Maybe.
Oh. Yeah, he got 2 10s, a 9, and a 7.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. Actually, the penalty is 3 for knight's armor. For heavy armor, it's 2. So I don't know. However you want to deal with that.
He slides casually to the ground. I am
Okay.
already applying it.
Cool. I'm gonna shove a sword in his chest. Hopefully.
But was that it for Lysandra?
Yes, I did not split my die pool.
Excellent. Whoop. Nope. Excuse me.
All right. If Andy's got my D, then
Nope. It's his cleave attack now.
Andre's getting
It's his
multi-attack.
cleave attack.
Not his turn though.
It's the end of the round when extra actions happen.
Hey,
Do. So many leeches. Guide my hand, Father. So I'm gonna say Sandra's 1, Andy's 2, Wolfgang's 3.
don't know what it rolled.
Hey, Wolfgang.
what's up?
Oh no, it's coming to
Come
you.
at me.
He's coming for you again. Courage. But he does seem to start fighting in earnest. Because there are 3 of you.
Sure.
He got 3 successes on his attack roll.
Sure.
Everyone is out of actions. 2 go through. They double to 4. The Scourge does 3 aggravated damage. He has a strength of 3. 4, 7, 10 dice of aggravated damage.
Without disciplines, I can't do anything about it.
You can roll the lethal soak of your armor against it.
Okay.
4 successes! 4 aggravated coming damage your way.
At least it's only 4.
Mm-hmm. Two successes?
Yeah,
soak
2.
Okay.
And as the holy fire burns into your flesh, and you are whipped with the Scourge of God,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need a difficulty 10 courage roll from Frostrek.
Can you use willpower on these or no?
You can use willpower to suppress it for a round.
I will. Ah. 10 it. Fuck you.
How's everyone's willpower looking?
Fine, apparently.
I haven't spent any. Also, real quick, can someone tell me where combat is in the base book?
Oh, it's on page
380 or 340s.
yeah, 340s of the Dark Age books. It's like 343s when it starts for the most part.
Thank
I had
you.
to pull that up because I'm trying to do shit without a weapon, and I'm like, this has stuff to do without a weapon. I just don't know what it is.
Wolfgang, 5 successes. You do not fear the holy fire.
I
Different.
should. but-
You absolutely should. You're in danger.
Oh, yeah. And I always. Alright. Okay. Remind me how to split actions without using celerity. You can split
Dice
your
pool
dice pool.
splitting.
Yes. Okay.
You will start taking a cumulative -1 on your dice pool, starting with a -1, or it starts with the number of actions you're splitting for.
I want to split 2 actions. 1 attack, 1 parry.
Okay, so it's a -2 and then a -3.
I thought it was a -1 for the
-1
parry.
and then -2.
Okay.
Thank you. That is correct.
How much of the Doom of Damocles is suppressed?
All of it. It's a regular sword.
Okay.
Success. Going to abort his extra action to a parry. Difficulty goes up. Sweet. Sucks for him. That's a whopping 0 successes on his parry.
Oh, he might just die right here.
He might. Alright. Ready for damage?
I am. Yes. 5 successes go through.
Alright.
Dun, dun, dun.
Obviously, it's not actually aggravated. Currently.
Dun, dun, dun.
7 go through. Or, no, I don't know how that's... no, not that many go through, but...
Bum, bum.
And he had the -2 from the dagger in him.
He might die.
Yeah.
We'll see.
No, he soaks 5 of it. His breastplate takes the brunt of the damage. But he is wounded now.
Yep.
You do inflict a torso wound on him.
Yep.
I will not be brought low by the likes of you. Oh, excuse me. I forgot. His splashy blood! Ooh. 3 aggravated damage coming your way, Wolfgang. Roll for the armor, please. The lethal soak for your armor.
Yep. 2.
Do 1 more ag.
I thought you got a reflexive. Well, maybe not.
What?
I thought maybe like at this point in time he knew to try to inherently dodge that, but I guess he didn't declare that he's dodging, so it doesn't really matter.
Correct.
We should totally drink from this guy, guys. His blood is super
Yeah.
awesome.
No. He's losing. And he knows he's losing. And he is nothing if not fanatic.
Oh yeah, he'll probably try to take Wolfgang out before he goes.
He begins speaking the Lord's Prayer. You know, the whole Our Father who art in heaven. There's another power that some hunters possess. An ability that some hunters possess when they are surrounded by vampires, werewolves, mages on all sides. The glow intensifies. Light begins to pour out of his wounds.
Jesus, is he kamikazeing?
He is! I would like Dex athletics checks from everyone, please, to get clear of the blast. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm torched.
Oh.
You have an athletics of 2?
I'm wounded. No, I don't. Yeah.
That surprises me.
Yeah, I just never had time to put more points in it. What's the other things?
Can Lysandra like grab Wolfgang by the scruff of his neck with that many successes?
And can Andy help with that many successes?
That will entirely depend on how many successes I roll with this dice pool.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're hurt as fuck, so it's not gonna take much to kill you.
This is a 10 dice pool, and I
That's
will
all.
let you apply any extra successes you have over it towards helping Wolfgang. Oh, cool. I rolled 3 successes. You fully, extract Wolfgang as this guy fully erupts in sunlight and fire. Moments after the phosphorus having burnt itself into your retinas for a time fades, there is Naught but ash and an aspergillum on the ground where he was, and a horse getting up and walking away,
Being very confused.
being very confused. It had a rider and then it didn't have a rider.
So Andy, is Andy now able to use his vampiric powers?
Yes.
Andy is going to use animalism to tell the horse to come over here and follow me, and then basically what he's going to do is get the horse to take a big old shit on the ash pile of this guy, and Andy himself is going to spend 3 blood pissing on it.
Okay.
So, you said that item he had was still left there?
Yeah, the aspergillum. Gillum.
Can I touch that? And pick it up? I want to see if I can, like, poke it first, because True Faith is fucking freaky.
Sure, you poke it.
Did it hurt me?
The handle doesn't.
Alright, she is going to essentially pick that up and kind of carry it with her, I guess? If she can?
As you do, we'll say a drop of the holy water in it, like, lands on your foot and starts sizzling. You don't take any damage yet, but you know it will damage you if you hit someone with it until it is out of holy water.
Ugh. Can you pick better enemies, Andy?
That kind of
Alessandra,
depends.
as you're turning around with that, Alexandra's behind you with his hand out.
Oh, you would like this, Alexandru? You can ask for it. If you say please, I'll give it to you.
He
She,
raises an
extends it.
eyebrow.
She extends
A
it, but
bit
doesn't
more.
quite meet his hand.
Andy will look over at Wolfgang. I didn't pick this enemy. This enemy attacked my family.
Okay.
What do you want to do with it if you're going to, besides, hurt yourself with it? He asks Lysandra, just...
So, where did Alrun go? I assume you're back from peeing.
I am. Bold assumption on what I was doing.
Cool, back from pooping.
Yeah.
A righteous dump! Don't belittle his activities by calling it a poop.
You
As I white knife.
You are mistaken in the idea I care that you were shitting or...
I don't know.
No, I was joking.
I felt needed to white knight someone's dump.
I used to shit in front of 20 people. I am not ashamed.
Yeah, I've done it too. It's okay. Yeah, no, he would have gotten the fuck out of there. Not wait up, nothing. Once he realized he had his vampiric powers back, he would just disappear. Head back towards Budapest.
He is fully fuck off.
Correct.
Very well. Your time then is spent traveling while your friends tracked down Father Giacomo. Killed defeated,
He killed himself.
He killed himself, but that's semantics. We killed him. He did it because he lost.
yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
We defeated him.
We killed him.
And
Yeah, effectively. He just tried to take us with him.
He did, very much so, but did not succeed. So, your first encounter with real hunters.
Encounter. Fuck that. I'm not doing this again.
You're not?
wait, there's more.
But wait, there's
Hmm.
more.
Ugh,
Who do you think's running the Inquisition?
more assholes like this, I assume.
This is one field lieutenant.
Yeah, I got enough. I'm good.
You
Yes.
all now have a better scope and understanding of the threat the Inquisition faces or presents to vampires at large. What they're capable of doing. Why the elders fear these beings. And as you recoup from the battle, as you return to Budapest, to find your sister dead and gone, and apparently the body of the Toreador laid in her like haven area in torpor, probably raises some questions for Ulrun. But it is 11:30, so we will pick up with that next week. And I'm really sorry you didn't get a lot of playtime, Ulrun, but you did run from the combat.
No, that smartly, in my opinion.
It's alright. Wolfgang just got his ass kicked, like, again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
just want to finish
sucks.
the interaction though with Lysandra and Alexandru, if that's all right with
Yeah, it's
the
like-
mace thing. If that's all right.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
So yeah, you said please, like, Alexandra responds, what are you going to do if it except burn yourself more?
Could use it against the Dragomirs. I could use it against others. I could use it against others, Amitsu. But all I want to hear is you say please and continue this conversation, Alexandru. It's been quite some time since we've had a conversation. What does the pectoral mention? The key
Oh,
to what power?
Okay, if this is going to be a larger scene, we're going to pick this up next week then.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Sorry.
So, 1 XP for being here. 1 XP for danger. 1 XP for some absolutely delightful moments, especially the running in horror. I giggled. Also, going and fighting someone you were told it was a bad idea to fight.
And?
Yep, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And
Uh,
successfully killing him.
Yeah. Yeah. You did successfully kill him.
I wasn't even crippled this time. It's fine.
Pretty sure I did
Hey.
4 aggravated damage to you.
Yeah,
He has
he's
an extra
got
wounded
the
at
extra
least.
pip. Yeah, he's got the
Yeah,
extra pip.
this 30.
Yes. Yes. Sturdy.
So total of 3?
No. I'm also going to give you one for the sheer moxie of flying in the face of common sense warnings, but being successful, because I didn't hold back.
Mhm.
I want you all to understand what fighting hunters is like.
Oh,
Yep.
yep. I know
Yeah,
now.
I plan on putting a bunch of points into archery and getting a windlass. So,
Yeah, Wolfgang probably will too.
Sure, that could work a couple of times.
Yeah.
I need you all to be very well aware that hunters are not going to fall for the same tricks. They are not dumb humans. They are mortals with divine
Oh,
right
yeah.
and authority to punish and kill supernaturals.
Oh, yeah.
They are heroes. Also,
Not this
sometimes
one.
crazy. Quote unquote, yes. But
So-
anyways, let's do shoutouts.
shout out to Andy for realizing exactly how useful some of the bar members are when he needs them to catch back.
What?
Lysandra helped.
Yeah,
Eventually.
the same issue. If we were to run into a group of mages and you decided you wanted to stay and fight, I would still disappear. I will talk shit to Maximus and Mithras, but I will not fight a fight I know I can't win at all.
Are we doing 2 shoutouts or 3 shoutouts today?
2 shoutouts.
Thank you. And,
All right, mine is Andy for defending / avenging his family.
I did really love the commitment.
Alexander for saving Alrin's sister.
Andy for having Wolfgang's back.
Fuck, I didn't get to kill anyone today, and I tried.
Right?
Oh, my second one is once again to Wolfgang for getting fucked up in another fight.
Every time.
What's your first one too,
He
Jen?
does get
Oh.
busy in combat.
Every fucking time. Supposed to be good at this shit. I didn't have
You-
access to most of my.
Motherfucker, you are good at this shit.
Well, I didn't have access to like 90% of my kit here.
Do you not understand that you're not dead? You survived, you
Oh.
won.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, realistically, the hit before that, probably is what put him in kill himself mode. Without doing that, without the second chop, I probably could have gotten whaled, for sure.
Yeah, but he wanted to try and take out all 3 of you.
Well, I couldn't do any of my assassin nonsense.
Mhm.
Yeah,
well,
it
you
turns out.
could have. You just failed your stealth roll.
Well, yeah, there's that too. Well, yeah, Wolfgang has been relying on his vampiric power all this time. Because it's worked up until now.
Yes,
Yeah,
true
you
faith is humbling.
You couldn't even consider a world in which you didn't have it.
Yeah. See, why not? I mean, like, he's been a god of war for like 200 years.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting mortals are nothing.
And now you face the power of the god that made you.
I'm gonna give my second one to Alexander for taxi service.
Yeah, I'm giving one to Alexander for saving Roxandra, and then another one for Andy for showing his inner murder hobo.
And he didn't show murder hobo. He
Hey,
revenged his
it's
family.
righteous fury.
He killed 21 people. That is murder hobo. Righteous or not, still murder hobo.
He got 11 successes on a dice pool. I couldn't not let him kill all of them.
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
So mine are going, as previously mentioned, to Lysandra and Alrin for cowardice in the face of true faith.
That's not even cowardice.
What was Alexander's again?
Andy and
Wolfgang
Andy and Wolfgang.
for getting punished.
Yep.
Well, we all survived at least, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. I need like swift armor or something. Is there like a can I go gadget heavy armor?
We can talk about something, but no, not really.
Yeah, I know it. No, I actually have a really good defense, but not if I can't use my disciplines.
Yes, that is why hunters are effective in killing vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I mean, I could workshop you something with animating that armor, but that's another story for another day.
Yes, you do have a mage at your disposal that can help
Yeah.
you with stuff like that. It is well within the realms of their power to do things like that. But that is going to be all for Sanguine Horizons this week. Please join us tomorrow for World of Fractured Shadows episode 3? 3, yeah.
3.
3. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Make armor out of straight diamond.